Hi everyone, I'm Jodi and welcome to my channel. I'm really glad that you are here today. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm really glad that you are here as well, and I hope you enjoy all of the content that's listed on the channel, and I hope you stay till the end of the video because there's always something amazing happens. Not always. In fact, rarely ever, but you know, you don't want to have FOMO and miss something. So today's video, if you love makeup, you're gonna like today's video. And if you love saving money, you've come to the right place. This video is about products that I will never repurchase. Now, if you've watched my channel before, you know that I don't take this lightly when I say something that's maybe not the most positive review about a product. But I'm here to give an honest review about products that have worked and not worked for me. Obviously, if a product doesn't work for me, it doesn't mean that it won't work for someone else. I just want to tell you what about it did not work specifically, and then you can make the decision if that's something that will work for you or not. And with the holidays coming up and gifts galore to be purchased, then why waste money on products that are not going to work for us when you can be purchasing products like this? Now, I'm not here to sell you on this. I'm just here to tell you that this is the most adorable eyeshadow palette, I think. It's an eyeshadow palette. I have not even opened it, to be honest. This is probably gonna end up going to a niece or somebody. But this has been sitting on my desk because I saw it at Nordstrom, I think. Yeah, Nordstrom. Even if I just framed that in a frame, because that is the cutest box ever. I mean, it just makes me happy. So if you ever wonder what I'm looking at when I'm filming with you guys, now it's gonna be this little guy is gonna be facing back at me because he's adorable. But you know what, let's just open it up because I have not done this to see. I know this video is about products that I would not repurchase. This is a product I purchased for no darn reason. Oh, it's cute. I mean, okay, so there's the outside of it. And then when you open it, and I'll try not to blind you guys, you can see the mirror is in the shape of antlers. And then those are the colors. So, you know, pretty. I'm sure I'll find a way to use these or not, or give them away. But regardless, I just think that this little reindeer is adorable. And we want to be able to purchase things like this if we want, but we can't if we've spent money on products that do not work. So if you are ready to get into the products that I will not repurchase ever again, then stick around because we're going to get right to it. All right, you guys, so as I said in the beginning, I don't take lighthearted the fact that I'm gonna say something that's not the most positive about a product. And it's not lost on me that at the end of a product is a brand, is a company, are people. And especially if it's an indie brand, I don't wanna say something that's gonna hurt someone's feelings if they created the brand. Most of these I think are big brands that I don't know that anyone's feelings will be hurt based on my review. And again, these might work just fine for somebody else. They just didn't work for me. First and foremost, Chanel. Now, I am a fan of Chanel. I've done a review on some of my favorite Chanel products. If something new from Chanel comes out, and I'm not sponsored by Chanel, but Chanel probably won't want to sponsor me after this video. And maybe it's because I don't understand really what this is supposed to be, but it's from their Water Fresh line. This is a blush, and it's in light peach. And I can appreciate that it is a liquid type blush. Like the foundation that I highlighted recently on my best foundations of 2022, it comes in little tiny micro droplets, and then you are supposed to smash them down with your finger because this one did not come with a brush, and then you leave it on your cheeks. But if you can see that, it is so wet. When I wore this, I felt like I had just taken some Buxom lip gloss and put it on my lips from how sticky it can be. Now, Buxom dries down. This never quite dried down, and it looked wet and shiny like that until I took it off, which was not longer than probably an hour because it kept driving me crazy. I remember my hair kept getting stuck in it and I kept having to do this. And I said, I'm missing something. It doesn't say you should set it with powder. In fact, right now I need to wash it off my hands because I can't even do anything else with it. I don't get it. I just don't get it. And I just realized I forgot to light my candle, so we don't have the ambiance of that in this video. And maybe it's because it's not a good, happy video because we're talking about products that didn't work. But you guys, I don't know. I don't know what Chanel, I don't know what I'm missing. Clearly I'm missing something here. I read the directions. It's flush. They're pretty self-explanatory. But if you guys have figured out a way to use this blush, please leave me a comment below and this will be returned. It was not cheap. It was Chanel, and my hand is still sticky. All right, moving on. Now this one was irritating, I think, beyond anything else, because I recently highlighted some of the REM Beauty lip and cheek duos. And I love those because the top of the lid is clear. So you can see when it's in your drawer what color it is. You don't have to take the lid off, look at it, decide that's not the one you want. You can quickly see, oh, that's the color, boom, done, out the door. So, and they wore really well. They were pretty on the lips. They were pretty on the cheeks. It was a really good product. So the next time I went to Ulta, I wanted to pick up more REM Beauty and give it a try. So I saw these little eyeshadow displayed and I thought, oh, great, same thing. You can see on the bottom what color it is because you can't see anything on the box, like anything. You know, when we talk about products that forget who their audience is, clearly this product is not targeting our more mature eyes. I mean, the writing on this it's useless. Anyway, so I picked up this color, and I'm not even gonna tell you what color it is because I can't read it anyway, it's so small. But the problem is, and this happened to me twice, I bought this, I was super excited, I get home, I open the lid, and I take off the plastic lid, and this is what I find. I can't tell if it's been used, although it does look like there's fingerprints in it, but it is completely dried out. First of all, it's half gone. Like the jar is this big. There's only half of a jar of product in there, which led me to think, well, maybe it was used, but then it looks like it had caved in on itself. So was it all air underneath? I don't know. So the first time this happened, I returned this to Ulta. They were gracious, quickly returned it, said go swap out another one. I didn't open the other one because it certainly wouldn't happen more than once. I get home and sure enough, there it is. So I took pictures of it. I sent it in to REM Beauty and to Ulta just to say, I've had two of these. They look pretty much the same, that there's a product problem. So I'm not sure if it's a manufacturing problem. I don't know if it's a formulation problem that's not allowing it to stand the test of time. I don't know, but if it's gonna look like that in the jar, I definitely was not gonna put it on my eyes. So sorry on that one, REM Beauty. Love the lip and cheek colors. The eye, I think I'll pass. Speaking of eyes, okay, Lancome. Lancome, I love, 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 love your Idol eyeliner and your Idol mascara. In fact, it's one of my favorite. I reach for often. So when the new 8 Hypnos came out, which you guys may have seen this, it's really, really new. When this first came out, I thought, great, Lancome plus mascara equals greatness. 9 times out of 10. Here is what it looks like. It is narrow, but it almost looks like it's got a bottle in between 2 bookcases and then melted around it, is what it sort of looks like to me, because it's flat. It's just a weird shape. It does sit on things, but here's the thing, you guys, that there's 2 issues with this. One is, this is so heavy for a mascara. Like, this is not a mascara you're gonna wanna throw in your purse. You're gonna get an arm workout. This is what this mascara is for. I think it's to do this. The other thing is, okay, Lancome caters to a more mature, I think, demographic, which I can appreciate. A lot of their products tend to hold up very well on mature skin, so I like to think that they like to cater towards a more mature audience, and maybe it's just me, but when I go to put on my mascara, the older I get, the lack of dexterity in my fingers and the ability for them to work the way I would like them to work becomes less and less as I age. So for example, buttoning buttons is still no problem. Hooking necklaces, becoming challenging. Holding a small, skinny mascara wand to put on mascara, that is just not easy. It's awkward. It doesn't feel right in my hands. It's narrow, it's skinny. If you guys can see that, I know I'm being completely ridiculous, but for $28, I think it was, and a Lancome mascara. And then let's talk about the performance. This went on so clumpy, and it's probably in the brush. I mean, Lancome has every style of brush you can imagine. It went on so clumpy on my lashes, but I'm like, all right, I can fight my way through that. I'll pull out my eyelash comb and undo all the clumps. But then the final test for me is always, can you build it and does it transfer? And you cannot build it, and yes, it transferred. So all the way around, this was just not a product that I would recommend unless you're looking for a good arm workout. And other than that, there's little value in this mascara, in my humble opinion. And while we're on the subject of mascaras, I have another one. Now you guys may say, Jodi, how many mascaras do you need? As I have claimed early on and often on my channel, I am a self-proclaimed mascara hoarder. I am a connoisseur of lashes. I love the look of lashes. I can't wear lash extensions because I wash my face with coconut oil, and that coconut oil dissolves the glue that holds on the lashes. I love false lashes. I just am not gonna stop and put them on every single day. It's too much time. I love using my Revitalash so that my own lashes are long and thick and healthy. And I like looking for good mascara that doesn't transfer underneath my eyes, because this area does not need any help looking darker throughout the day. So if there's a new mascara on the market, you can bet I'm gonna give it a try. Many of you love the Essence, so I did try that one and I do like it. I definitely like it. I think some of my favorites are still the Lancome Idol, and this one by Makeup Forever is a strong contender for the #1 spot. But I also really like this Big Mood by e.l.f. So we digressed. That's the stuff we like. The one I didn't like was this Hello Lashes by IT Cosmetics. This is their Hello Plus lashes. It claims to volumize and define lashes instantly. And it said that 7 out of 10 saw less lash loss with use. That's a lot to say, which that's great, but I don't know that, I mean, I shouldn't have any lash loss. 3 people shouldn't have lost lashes by removing this. It's not waterproof, is it? That would maybe help me understand. No, lash loving volumizing mascara. It's not waterproof, but it does come with lash care serum. I do like that at the end of this brush, there's a little sphere that has bristles all the way around. So you were able to get through your lashes and comb them up. So it wasn't as clumpy per se as the Lancome one, but my lashes saw very little in terms of volume with this. Before I was able to get my lashes to look how they look now, which this look is with the Makeup Forever. It's 2 coats because it's 1 coat with side 1 and 1 coat with step 2. Love, love, love this. Again, I'll digress. It took 4 coats to get them to look like this. And by that time, they just started to look, you know how they start to get that triangle look where 2 or 3 of them stick together, and then instead of having full lashes, you've got like 5 really thick, clumpy ones. You guys know what I'm talking about? That's what happened with this, and I'm usually a big fan of IT Cosmetics. This was not a home run for me. This wasn't even a, yeah, this was a strikeout for sure. What's with my baseball analogy? I don't know. I'm from Seattle, and I've been watching a lot of baseball lately because we were in the playoffs, but not anymore. But a mascara that I have loved as of late. I haven't really put it to a long test, but I will just mention it if you're looking for a good drugstore mascara besides Essence, which is definitely a good drugstore mascara, the regular one and the waterproof. I've tried both of them, is the Big Mood by e.l.f. I got this on a whim because I actually was reading about it, and then I saw the packaging and thought, oh, I love that packaging. Let's just see what it does. And I've been really impressed with it. I don't have this one on today. I should have wore it just to give you guys a point of comparison, but I really have liked this one a lot. All right, moving on. I'm glad we've showed Makeup Forever some love today because I do love their brand. I love a lot of the products in the brand. I love a lot of their brushes. I love their Mist and Fix spray. I love their mascara, as you know. I love some of their lip liners. What I don't love is their eyeliners. This is the Aqua Resist Color Pencil, and here's why I don't like it. It's an eyeliner, okay? There's a million eyeliners on the, well, that's exaggeration. There's a lot of eyeliners on the market, so we can do better. It comes with this little tiny pencil sharpener, which I think is part of the problem for me. It's nice and I appreciate that it's in there. However, when you really do use a pencil sharpener in a product like this, you have to have something that sharpens the outer edge of the pencil, not just the product in the center, because there's still this hard plasticky material on the outside of the pencil. So while this is nice, it only sharpens that little tiny bit of the product, and once that's gone, you still have to remove this harder shell around it. And for that, you need a second tool. You need your pencil sharpener. And here I have one, and I try to sharpen it, and what happens is you end up wasting half of the product. You get jagged edges. So I don't know how many times, more times than I should probably admit, I have used one like this, if not this one itself. I don't want to cut my eye with eyeliner when I have tried so delicately to make a very nice eyeliner line, only to then snag half of this outer shell on part of my eye, and we know what happens from there. It's just unnecessary to have a product that has this hard of a shell around it. I feel like I'm on a soapbox right now, but this is so frustrating to me. Can't we just have something like the Smashbox Always Sharp? It's in the lid, you twist it, it's super simple. I love that one. It's hard to beat that one. And yeah, so I don't see a reason to have this. I think it's dangerous. I think it should come with a warning label that says do not use near eye. Okay, moving on. So while we're talking about eyes, I'd like to talk about these Laura Mercier Caviar Stick Eye Colors. I have them in 2 shades. It doesn't even matter what they are because I wouldn't recommend them. Here's why. They look beautiful in the display case. It looks so nice and creamy the way it goes on your eye. These things are so soft that just that much has already worn down part of the product. Okay, so we roll some more up and we put it on. You guys, I'm not pressing hard, and there I've used that much more of the product. So that's problem A. Problem B is they smudge so much. So here they're super soft. I can't really even press on it. They're very pigmented, which is nice. And if you don't have any wrinkles in your eyelids, this would be a fantastic product. They are so soft, but look at how much they smear. Now, having a cream eyeshadow that you can slightly move into place is nice to have. You don't want one that's so hard that once you place it, you can't really work with it and move it into the different areas that you want it. But when it's that soft and just wears that quickly, you can imagine how fast it settles into the wrinkles in your eyelids. I was a muddy mess after wearing these for a couple hours. I looked as though I put them on over that blush from Chanel. I just looked like I put them on over something slippery. And I'm not typically oily on my eyelids, but I do wash with coconut oil. So I thought, all right, let me just put a primer on, and that did not work. Then I said, let me just add a little bit of powder on my eyelids to give a barrier between the coconut oil and this product. And that was a bad idea because the powder started to get clumpy. So I'm not a fan. Her powder is great, but her translucent powder that works under the eyes does not work to help make these do anything. So those are gonna be out. Now next up is me trying to take a shortcut in the essence of time, and it backfired. I purchased the Big Boost Fiber Gel by MAC, and this is a fiber gel that is supposed to go on your eyebrows. You can see it's a really nice color, nice soft brown, small little bristles. If they would make a mascara with a brush like that, it would be perfect. I didn't think about this for mascara, and I wouldn't with that color, but yeah, let's stay on label. This is meant to go on your eyebrows to give your eyebrows a fiber lift. Just like when you add mascara to your lashes with a fiber, it gives lengthening and some volume because it's adding actual fibers to the lashes. The thing I didn't care for about this, and right now you're probably saying, oh, that doesn't look bad at all. It doesn't look bad. It just looks as though I coated the very ends of the hair. So if you've ever had lash extensions, you know when the lash starts to grow and where you've had it glued onto your own lash, it just looks a little bit funny because you've got this lash at the end of your real lash. That's how this looked to me. It looked as though I had a lot of product on the end of the hair and not so much on the root. So it just looked falsely inflated. Yeah, that's what I would say. So of course I tried to correct that the next day. I put it on at the very root of the hair and kind of wiggled it the best I could without getting it on my skin because that wasn't the purpose. I didn't want a solid paint line, or else I could have just done that with some of those templates and painted over and been done. That wasn't the look I was going for. And I just didn't quite get that look. Now it also says that it is supposed to be for 12 hours and not transfer. This did not last for 12 hours for me. It didn't even last close to that before the pigment started to wear down and it wasn't the same color. So from a distance on camera, it may look okay. I just was not a fan of it. I just felt like it looked fakely inflated. I'm sure that's not what they would want me to say. That will not be on a marketing brochure anytime soon. Okay, so last but not least, and this one, I feel like I'm doing a public service announcement with this product because I do not have sensitive eyes. I can put a lot on my eyes and I rarely have any issue unless it's a really strong fragrance, and then I might, but even then it takes a lot. A strong fragrance will typically trigger a migraine before it does anything to my eyes. So when this product started to burn my eyes, I thought, oh my goodness, what is going on? And that, you guys, is this magnetic starter kit by Lily Lashes. I love magnetic lashes because you don't have to be so precise. You just get it close and the magnet does the rest of the work, and then you can finagle it into the place that you want it. And I like the idea that you can just add a little bit of eyeliner, which has the magnetic stuff in it, which is probably not good to have that close to your eyes as I'm thinking that out loud. As soon as I put on this eyeliner, my eyes started to water and I was blinking them a lot. I felt as though it wasn't a burning sensation, but I felt like if I left it on any longer, it was gonna be a burning sensation, if that makes sense. So I washed it off and I waited till the next day and I thought, all right, let me just try it again. Same thing happened. I did it on both eyes. But then I thought, all right, Jodi, power through. It's not burning your eyes. We have to see if maybe after the magnetic chemical in it sort of airs out, will it not be as strong? And I wanted to kind of get through that since it wasn't causing any permanent damage. Because I love the idea of being able to just get past that part of it, then taking these little eyelashes and just boop, putting them on. Because how easy would that be? I mean, look at that. I mean, the concept is great, but what ended up happening is not only, I look like Miss Piggy, not only did this not dry, it didn't, the stinging sensation never went away. And then these never even stuck to it. So it was like all for nothing. And Lily lashes are normally some of my favorite. These I would not waste my money on, and these were a Sephora exclusive. So if you're looking for some and they're at Sephora and they're these Lily magnetic Sephora exclusive, there's just save your money. I couldn't even recommend them as a gift. Like, why would I? If it doesn't work for me, I would not buy it for somebody else. I'd save my money. I don't remember what it was, but for whatever it was, you could probably buy this cute little eyeshadow palette by Kylie Jenner's cosmetic company that she doesn't own anymore. Cody owns them. All right, so that does it for me, you guys. I think all in all, we've saved quite a bit of money here that would allow you to do some of that fun holiday shopping. And there are some really fun holiday gift sets out there. There are quite a few gift sets that I've looked at this year, specifically at Sephora, that really aren't of value. So make sure you do your homework. I'm gonna bring some that are good values to you from across the beauty board and just give you some holiday shopping ideas. I just want to wait till at least November. I can't bring myself to do it before November. That's it for me. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.